On the IDS of March, Julius Caesar, the richest man in the world at the time, was turned into a communal pincushion by his peers.
Classic. So classic.
4,900.
In 1793, Marie Antoinette learned division as her head was divided from her body.
I love seeing rich people do rich correctly. I love seeing people sit in their wealth so comfortable. Becca Bloom, for example, when she comes on this app and she's like, oh, I love this laptop case so much, so I just had to go and buy a new laptop so that it would fit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, like, period.
In 1877, in the midst of economic downturn, over 100,000 railroad workers went on strike, which resulted in over 100 people riding the great railroad to the sky. Gotta stay hydrated for the amount of cardio I'm about to do. In the year of our Lord, in failed raptures, a world in recession, people everywhere are falling to their knees and browning their noses. By the way, did you see Becca Bloom's wedding? She's so relatable. Hi guys, it's me, Nikki. Today, we're gonna have a little chat about all of the weirdness that is going on in the world. It's no secret that times aren't great. We've all had to give a little in our habits to make it. Now that a college education doesn't really guarantee you anything, a lot of my peers are hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt in places they can't afford, eating ramen noodles and nothing else. And the thing is it's barely feels like it's our fault. You know, we were promised everything and given nothing. Aspirational content is nothing new on the internet. As long as there have been relatable influencers, there have been Logan Pauls in their Ferraris, okay? And inherently there's nothing wrong with aspirational content. I think if it gets you striving for more in life, rock on. But really, I feel like it leaves people striving for more without anything to back it up. If I see an influencer's adorable new purse and I'm like, oh my god, I want that, I'm not gonna suddenly go to college, get a higher paying job so I can afford that bag. I'm gonna put it on Klarna. That's a joke. I'm not like that. I don't have any fancy bags. I've never used Klarna, but you know, they have Klarna and Afterpay and stuff like that at Walmart now, at places where people buy their groceries. It's crazy to me that these companies are facilitating people putting their weekly groceries into 4 easy payments. By the end of the month, it's not going to be 4 easy payments, especially since if they get to the register and they decide, oh, I'm only spending $20 today, they might buy more than they normally would. They might buy that nicer cut of meat. Well, I'm only paying $40 today, and next week, and next week, and next week, and next week. I bring up all of that stuff at the beginning of the video, not because I'm trying to say that we should go Julius Caesar or Marie Antoinette on anybody, alright? There's enough chaos in the world. You know, people don't need encouragement. They are bonkers. However you feel about these people, whatever. Don't feel like you should go out there and take action, per se. But certainly, we have reached a very unique point in history where we're not dumping tea into the harbor, but we are weirdly deifying these people. I remember the other day I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this video of Jaclyn Hill.
I want to address something that's been heavy on my mind. My appearance and what I look like. I've said this a million times. There are no filters on my videos. I want to make something very clear. I am aware that I'm not an attractive person. Sorry, I don't know why I'm fucking getting emotional over it. I'm aware that I'm not, like, aesthetically pleasing to look at or, like, photogenic. It's really easy to take a bad photo of me.
And it, like, genuinely broke my heart. I'm like, that's really sad. She's a bad person, in my opinion, from what I've gathered on the internet. But no one deserves to be called ugly or anything against their physical appearance. I don't personally think that is ever a valid critique of somebody. And that's not a hot take, I hope. I think you're a bad person, but, like, that's really sad. And then I I ate my words. She posted that video of her $200,000 luxury haul.
So, I blacked out. Kind of bad. So, let's do my biggest luxury unboxing literally ever. Literally.
And I'm like, get my cutlery, all right? I'm eating the rich. This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
The total for this video is 127,210. And then the total for both videos is 186,346. And this is obviously pre-tax, so with tax, that's like over 200 grand.
Median income of an American family, the cost of an average house, all of these things, and she spent it. She spent all that on ugly fucking purses. ugly purses. Cheetah print and animal print and all that stuff is another fad. It came around in like 2010 or earlier or something, and then it came back around, and it's gonna go out of style very quickly because these days microtrends are like this. And then it's gonna be this tacky again, and you spent how much on it? You know, you and I probably are out here working 40 hours a week, and what do we get for it? Benefits, you know, are something that not everybody has, and there she goes spending a life-changing amount of money for some people on what is probably a tax write-off. Doesn't that make you want to throw up? She's showing off all of this luxury stuff and doing a haul and her stupid fake accent so that she doesn't have to pay as many taxes. Bro, if all of the rich people in the world paid all of the taxes they were due, there probably wouldn't be any more potholes. I'll tell you that. But the richest people in the world are the ones who pay the least amount of taxes. You and I probably pay more taxes than these ultra rich people. Okay, and that's disgusting. And then posting it on social media, like, today I'm gonna be doing, I don't know why I'm trying to sound like Jennifer Coolidge. Oh, did Nikki put like a super glam filter on this? Today I'm gonna be, fucking hey, what the f***? Back the cat, have it, yeah. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing this $10,000 bag, and this is my $15,000 Miffy Kardashian. And I hate. And everybody in the comments is like, you're just a jealous hater. Oh my god. They hate her because they ain't her. Bro, I do not want to be so flippant and inconsiderate and blind to the struggles of the world that I post something that's so freaking out of touch. I'm not a rich man, but I have a roof over my head. I have enough money for food. I like my job. I love my job. I love my family and my friends. In that way, I am a rich man. And all of this material stuff is not an indicator that one is happy. If anything, it's the opposite. If you are constantly seeking outward validation and the outside of you marks of success and privilege, it's probably because you're trying to fill like a little hole in yourself. I'm not trying to project or accuse any of these people flaunting their wealth online of anything. This is just my opinion, okay? And I don't think these people should be sent a bunch of hate. I still don't think that Jaclynn Hill should be called ugly, because that's just not nice. And I think she's beautiful. What is ugly is that fucking attitude. Like, what the hell? And then, okay, I saw one of this girl's videos, and it was like kind of just a normal video from her, Becca Bloom. And then I saw this video. And in the first 5 seconds of it, let's play the first 3 seconds or something.
Come with me to Paris Fashion Week. After arriving to the city, I checked into the Bulgari Hotel, did my morning routine, and then headed to...
I had to pause the video and take a deep breath. I don't think my broke little mind could comprehend half of the things in this video. The beautiful location, the fancy food, the people, the obvious flaunts of wealth, and everybody in the comments is like, Mama, Mama, we love you, Mama. Go away. Where is the humanity? Once again, I'm not encouraging any harm onto these people, but you know, we are just not built of the same stuff as the people in the past. I mean, come on. You know, if this happened at any other time in human history, people would be losing their minds. Let them eat cake. That's all it took. Once again, no threats. No, don't do that. And I'm not saying that we should carry that. I think that deifying these people is probably the farthest we could have come, guys. And of course there are some people who are like, this is stupid. I hate this. There's no way that you can acquire that much wealth while being a good person.
So Miss Michaela, makeup bad, blacked out. She blacked out and she accidentally spent what, like $50,000, $100,000 on a designer clothing haul, and for some reason she had to show us that. I think it was rage bait. And so when I went to the comments, like what I expected to see, which I found, is some people being like, hey girl, read the room. I don't really care about this right now. I have like a lot of struggles. But what I was shocked to find was most of the comments was like, oh my God, like y'all love to get mad at people who work hard and then get angry about how they choose to spend their money that they worked hard for. That's not what people are mad at. And the people that are mad, I think a lot of them think that's what they're mad at, but it is much deeper than that. What people are mad at is that Michaela does not work any harder than the rest of us. We all clock into our 40 or 40 plus hour work week and work very hard, but the majority of us, are unsure about how we're going to pay for our medical bills, our grocery bills, our basic necessities, our childcare, our student loan debt. But Michaela's an influencer, right? And before I say what I'm going to say, I know some of you are going to listen to this and be like, oh my God, girl, it's not that deep. It is quite literally this deep. Influencers make as much money as they do because they keep capitalism alive and well. Companies need Michaelas. So again, I think people think they're angry at Michaela, but they're not. They're angry at the fact that a Michaela can exist. They're angry at the fact that because Michaela's job, one that is not harder than the rest of ours, her job is to make sure we buy as much as we can. And because that's her job, she's making quadruple, probably a lot more. And at the very least, if you don't want to care about anything I just said, read the room. Like, do we want to gain class consciousness? I think the reality is a tough pill to swallow. And the reality is we're all a lot closer to being homeless than we are to being another Michaela or another Jeff Bezos or whatever or whoever your favorite wealthy celebrity or CEO is. And the reality is, no matter how much we work, no matter how hard we work, the majority of us will not get to where we deserve to be. And that's what people are upset about.
And that's what I think is, even if you're a Nepo baby like Becca Bloom, you're part of a system that is actively, like, you're the top 1%. You're a part of the problem. You know, there's 99% of humanity left behind you. There's all this talk about the rich-riching right. I was baffled. What do you think, without any context? If I wasn't, you're not watching this video right now, and you heard someone, the rich-riching right. What do you think that means? I asked my boyfriend what he thought that means, and he was like, the rich-riching right. I feel like that means they're humble and not braggadocious, and, you know, they stay relatable and humble and not have all of these, like, they don't go around and flaunt their wealth. I was like, oh, my sweet summer child. That is not what it means. That is not what it means at all. The rich-riching right.
I love seeing rich people do rich correctly. I love seeing people sit in their wealth so comfortable. Becca Bloom, for example, when she comes on this app and she's like, oh, I love this laptop case so much, so I just had to go and buy a new laptop so that it would fit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, bitch. Like, period. And I think it's so fucking annoying when rich people and celebrities and people who are well off and we know it try to act like they're relatable and like try to act like they know us and try to act like they live the same way. Like, no, I want to see what your money has afforded you in life. I want to see the luxurious things that you buy. I want to see where we're going. I want to live vicariously through you. And I know I'm not alone. And I feel like the ones who like make their content and they try to be relatable when they're not like us, they're gonna flop and people are not gonna be happy about it. So like I feel like social media is now giving us access to see what like wealthy people are doing. Like, yes, Miss Ma'am. And not only that, going back to Becca Bloom again, she sits there and she's like, yeah, my parents have been well off and that didn't make me like, yeah, period, I was born into wealth, but also like I'm a hard worker and I'm also doing well for myself and my fiance's wealthy and it is what it is. Like, period. What are we buying today, sis? I just like rich done right. I love rich done right. Like, whether it's new money or old money, I just love seeing people sit comfortably in their wealth and sharing that with the world.
I don't know. I just think it's all so twisted. I think it's also messed up. I don't think anybody should be feeling that these people are relatable or that these people deserve any of our attention or our praise. They're already rich. And now they not only want all of our money, they want us to support their lifestyle, you know, buy their products, buy their merch. But also, they want us to give them our time, our attention. Is it never enough? Is there no amount of anything that will ever satisfy these people? That's what I mean, is that they're like literally aliens on another planet. And people are always like praising them. Like, babes, they're not taking you with them. Doesn't matter how much you... Mama, we love, eat it up, you're so sweet. They're not bringing you on the yacht, you know. They're not logging you into the country club, all right? They're not bringing you on their beautiful vacations. They're not inviting you to their weddings, okay? These people do not give a shit about us. Not only do they not care about us, they think that we're garbage and that we're worthless because we are not them. And they're the creme de la creme, the top of the food chain. They're the ultra wealthy. They do anything to not appear like the regular people, okay? Then other them, they're not normal. Don't pay attention to them. Don't support them. Don't watch their videos. Don't even comment. Don't comment on these people's things. It gives them engagement. It pushes their things out into the algorithm. Spit in that direction and walk away. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. What are these people doing for us? What kind of entertainment are they providing? Giving us a glimpse of something that we will never in a million years have? We won't be able to retire, you and I. You know, we're gonna be working forever until the sky falls, inevitably in our lifetime. I think it's just so ridiculous, this conversation online. I want to know what you think about it. Like and comment and subscribe to be invited to my banquet, where spiritually and metaphorically we will eat the rich. All right, this is a channel where we eat the rich. Totally unrelated. I'm also reading The Secret History right now. Very good book. Totally on theme with today's topic of the rich. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay real. Stay happy. Stay at the cool kids table with the rest of the 99% of humanity. Have a beautiful day. Bye.